In a Pro Tools session, each track in the edit window represents a series of events that happen over time. One region of audio followed by another, or one MIDI region or event followed by another. These series of events are what we call playlists. When we create a track, it contains a single empty playlist until we record, import, or drag and drop regions onto it. The great thing about Pro Tools is that each track can have multiple playlists, giving us the ability to try new ideas and arrangements. Let me show you how this works. For the purposes of this tutorial, I've got a fairly simple setup here, just drums and a guitar track. After this tutorial, you'll see how this could be useful in a really large session. Looking at the guitar track, you can see I've made a couple of edits. I want to change it up, but I don't want to lose what I've done already. This is exactly where playlists can come to the rescue. Next to the track name, you'll see this little arrow pointing down. That usually means there's a menu hidden in here. Click on the arrow. This is the playlist menu. We can see that there's currently a playlist named Guitar 1 here, and that's what we're seeing right now. There's two options we can select here, New and Duplicate. Duplicate will create a new playlist that is an exact duplicate of the original. Let's try it out. We're given the option to create a new title. Let's call it Guitar Edit 2. Hit OK. Now, notice that the track name changed to Guitar Edit 2. All the track material is in the same place and order, but now with a different title. Now, let's make a few changes here. Let's create a new crossfade there. Let's move this around. And actually, forget that crossfade. Let's move that over. We could also record new material into this playlist if we wanted to as well. Now, let's switch back to the original playlist. Click here and select Guitar 1. Wow, look at that. All those changes that we've made are gone and we're back to the original. Now, let's try creating a new playlist. Select New, and let's call this New Guitar. Okay, now our playlist goes blank. Very cool. We could do anything we want at this point. Deleting playlists is easy. Let's get rid of this one that we just made. First, we have to make sure it isn't currently selected. So let's go and select our original one. Now click here again and select Delete Unused. Now we can select which playlist to delete. So we can select our new guitar, and we can even select this one if we want to. Let's just go with new guitar for now. Now you can see it's no longer available. We can also copy regions from one playlist to another. Just select a region, hit Ctrl or Command C, go to the new playlist, and hit Ctrl or Command V. And there it is. One thing I should mention quickly is that automation data like volume, mute, and pan, and other forms of plugin automation are shared between the playlists. Each track can only have one set of automation parameters, so any automation you have assigned to one playlist will affect any other playlists in that track. The exception to the rule is, of course, MIDI tracks. The only automation that's shared between the playlists is mute automation. All other forms of automation are actually part of each region and therefore are not shared across playlists. Using playlists to create new arrangements, especially in MIDI tracks, can be a very powerful tool. We're actually going to use playlists in a really powerful way when we loop recording in the next chapter.